Any business has analytics, any business has product, and any business knows what they sell, how they sell, and whom they sell. So these three questions actually form the idea of your business. And these questions also give you the understanding of your business triggers. So when it comes to what to sell, it is clear from day one of your business. When it comes to how to sell, it is understandable when you work on the different communication channels and different sales strategies. But when it comes to whom to sell, well, that is something you're going to speak about probably forever. This video is about buyer personas. Any business needs a buyer persona, or maybe sometimes even two buyer personas. Some businesses have more than two buyer personas. So let's discuss what buyer persona is, why you need it, how you're going to define it, and finally how you're going to use it. Let's start. Buyer persona is your target audience, but target audience is something broad, while buyer persona is the understanding of a certain person, a certain image of a person. So a buyer persona is a real persona. It is a person who has age, occupation, country. They also have the education level, they have certain income level, they have interests, hobbies. Well, there may be a variety of parameters here. A buyer persona is different from business to business. Now the most interesting part is how you're going to define the buyer persona. My favorite technique here is to go to the users and talk to them. After a number of interviews, you will get an idea of who buys from you, what type of people bring money to your business, what type of people invest into your business, what type of people actually use your product. So these interviews are actually giving the perfect understanding of a buyer persona. In case you do not have an opportunity to speak to your customers, or well, either you do not have the resources or it is impossible to speak to your customers for some reasons, you're going to define the buyer persona based on their behavior on your website and inside your product. So that's what you're going to do. Well, again, there are two ways to define a buyer persona for your business: talk to your customers or open analytics. Okay, all mediums tell you need a buyer persona this, buyer persona that. But the main question is here, why do you need a buyer persona? And the answer is pretty simple. So buyer persona is needed for a better understanding of what your business should do on every step of the funnel. So this is the funnel. Every step of it has certain actions produced by your team. Creating content, creating lead magnets, creating website content, creating, well, whatever it is. But whenever you start doing something, whenever your business, whenever your teams come to some certain steps, it's time to imagine a buyer persona in front of you and realizing that your action will actually resemble with the expectations of your buyer persona. So you're going to address all your activities to the buyer persona that you have. And as soon as you know who your buyer persona is, your actions are going to be successful. So a buyer persona is a really great tool for improving the quality of your business. I mean, when you start getting the understanding of what your buyer persona is, every action of yours becomes conscious and you become successful.